I have been given the opportunity to cover an early Android copy of the game Auroria. One thing I'll say from the start, I don't have a great dedicated Android device for gaming, and I put my settings on power save mode instead of performance mode. In retrospect, I should have used performance mode. I'm thinking this game may have a mixture of inspiration from games like Ark, No Man's Sky, and Pikmin. Even though I didn't have my settings set correctly, I still had a great experience trying this game out for the first time. I'm looking forward to it getting released on Steam. It's a multiplayer game that allows you to see other players while you're playing in the sci-fi world. The game's story takes place on an alternate version of Earth if it got destroyed and recovered with new inhabitants. I was able to find this out from the opening of the game. By the way, I like the design for the male and female character models for the game. When I started my gameplay, the intro showed that my spaceship had been hit while landing by a goblin rocket. That sounds like a weird sentence, but just bear with me, it really happened in the game. The spaceship was surprisingly sturdy, so I assume the rocket is primitive in comparison to the spaceship's technology. At the start of the game, the first mission that I had was to capture 3 alpaca choo-choos. If you're wondering what that is, choo-choos are the monsters that have the same face but different bodies in this game. So in order to capture them, I had to shoot them with my blaster to lower their health. And then I captured them using a cube device because I don't think any other game company wants to use a ball device anymore after the whole Nintendo controversy. I did notice later that you may have time to capture monsters that have no health left, which is a great feature for people who don't like to accidentally delete the monsters they are trying to capture. The tutorial had me do other tasks to get the hang of the game. I had to learn how to use the jetpack, which is connected to the jump command. I learned how to equip items from my inventory. I learned about fast travel after reaching the obsidian tower in order to use resonate. I also got my first mount by capturing a feline creature called a Missy. Getting your first mount early in any game is usually a great thing. At least to me it is. I like the design for the Missy monster. It kind of reminds me of the cat from Alice in Wonderland. While playing, I learned how the player expands their map information, like how they unlock new sections of the world map. I also got to learn about base building and how the customization with that works. The developers really went down to the small details, like even being able to use the shower and other things. While I was at the base, I learned how to extract resources using one of the devices that I started the game off with. Overall, I had a very good first impression of the game Auroria, and I would definitely recommend it to other players.
They don't know how I'm smooth with the strats. Enemies going down as I raise up my stats. Wins and losses, my music only meant for bosses. You wanna battle me? Go ahead and cut your